Hello viewers, we welcome you in Business Conversation. Today we have Dr. Sriparna B Baruah ma'am, who is the advisor to NEHHDC, whom we all know. We are really interested to know about the Gems and Jewellery Incubation. Ma'am, we welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
And we are willing to know about the Incubation Center in the office and what it is all about.
Okay. So here in NEHHDC, which is the Northeast Handicrafts and Handloom Development Corporation, we have set up a Gems and Jewellery Gems and Jewellery and Handicraft Incubation Center actually, because jewellery is a part of handicraft. So this incubation center, when you see around, you will find that there are all the latest machineries which are there, including a 3D printer to casting to plating. All the facilities have been created here, and this has been supported by the Ministry of MSME. They have a scheme called the Aspire scheme, and under the Aspire scheme, they have given us this. The cost of it's been reimbursed by the Ministry of MSME by the under the Aspire scheme.
Okay.
And the incubation, as the word itself says, that you help people to start growing, incubating from this center, and then develop as become entrepreneurs.
Okay. Ma'am, how many artisans are associated with this incubation center?
This is just a very recent thing. So we have not formally actually started, except for the PM Vishwakarma program which we have started. So far the machines have just come about 3 months back, and now we are doing some sampling, we are doing some connecting with as many entrepreneur associations are concerned. The first 2 steps that we have taken is, number one is we've had a MOU with the Indian Institute of Gems and Jewellery. So because jewellery is a very specialized sector, so you need a good technical support for that. So we have an MOU with Indian Institute of Gems and Jewellery. We also have an MOU with Gems and Jewellery Export Promotion Council.
Okay.
So these are the 2 things which we have done, and then what we have done is we've done research on the type of jewellery which is there, and what can be and the skilling programs is something we have just started.
Okay. Well, what is the funding source for starting this incubation center? Like, and what is the fund that has been allotted for this?
No, the funding source, as I said, it's a part of the scheme, Aspire scheme.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a limit of 1 crore up to which you can have plant and machinery. So this is more or less falls under that.
Okay.
Which has been reimbursed.
Okay, ma'am, do you have any collaboration with local brands or national brands so that these artisans can get a platform there?
Yeah, these are steps which do not happen so easily. So number one, no one had seriously thought about the gems and jewellery sector so far.
Yes.
Right, whereas there is huge scope for this sector, because it can be one of the biggest employment generator, and the exports, as we know, it's like a big booming sector for exports. But Northeast, in spite of the fact that every state has their own unique jewellery, you talk about Assam, you talk about Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, but hardly they have got into the national market. So we will connecting with brands come in a little later. What we are now trying to do is identify designs through our design team and experts, which can now go into the national market.
Okay.
And we are prototyping and piloting some of the products.
Okay.
Drawing inspiration from Northeast.
Okay. So what is the market size of gems and jewellery market in Northeast as per your research?
From Northeast?
Yes, sir.
There's no, we don't have a data like that from, about Northeast, because Northeast, most of the things come from outside. If you look at gems, because hardly you have some pockets. For example, in Assam we have the Rongtholi, which makes Assamese jewellery. Then there's the other pocket which is Borpeta. But then they are more of, we don't have entrepreneurs there. They're more of suppliers, traders to other showrooms which are situated in Guwahati and other cities of Assam.
Yes.
Right. So there is no, we don't have an authentic data. We don't even know who is actually the producer. So it's a very unorganized and in an informal way things have been going on. Now through the incubation center and initiatives that we are wanting to take, we want to address these issues actually.
Okay. Ma'am, as we know that there is a lot of discussion on vocal for local, one district, one product, and many such things. Like as you have taken the gems and jewellery incubation, are you giving importance to the local jewelers like Kesahun is there in Assam?
Yeah, definitely. Because this time, right now we are going to have the Astalakshmi Mahotsav in Delhi. So there will be live demonstration. People will see Then there's a buyer-seller meeting. So first buyer-seller meet up there. For the first time, jewelry has been taken up as a sector.
Okay.
So there'll be people going from Rongtholi here. There'll be people going from Borpeta who will show it to other buyers that these are some of our very good designs.
Okay. Ma'am, how NEHHDC is incorporating technology and innovation in these kind of sectors, and how they are empowering the artisans to adopt this kind of things, because artisans all are not very rich or educated, but they must have an access or knowledge to. So how NEHHDC is
See,
promoting
as far
this?
as handloom is concerned, we have done a lot.
Yes,
As far as I think you are aware about that,
yes,
right? The digitization project and all.
Yes.
Jewelry also has a huge scope for that. But so far, we have to first understand what is jewelry. What is happening is, one problem that has been identified is that Assamese jewelry, in the name of Assamese jewelry, most of the production happens outside Assam. You go to Fancy Bazaar, you'll find all sorts of Assamese jewelry. For example, we had the Bihu, we created a Guinness Book of Records for Bihu dance. And everyone was wearing Assamese jewelry. We don't have jewelry made here. Those are all machine made. So, technology will come in as to look at how do we look at traceability. So there'll be a storyline. Technology will come in the jewelry sector after some time, not immediately. Maybe, but we are doing an online selling, then maybe we have a AI to have a.
Okay, ma'am.
That's where.
Okay, ma'am, I want to know that this kind of training or introducing the incubation center, do you think such initiatives will grow the market of in Northeast and other parts of the country?
Definitely, because jewelry, I think, whatever experience I've had in the last 1 year, because I've been one of the hub of jewelry is Jaipur. So because of being associated with Indians of Gems and Jewellery, so I've been going quite often there to understand, to meet other big time exporters, jewelers, and they are all very interested in the designs, but somehow that connect was not there.
Okay.
So this is the bridge we are trying to build.
So my last question, like, this is very good information that you have collected, and in future what are more plans to bring this kind of things to limelight and growing the market or making it?
See, one is now we are through us, where I said we are piloting. We have developed. You must have seen some of the jewelry, right?
Yes.
The jewelry for the first time has been developed, drawing inspiration from stories of Northeast.
Oh.
Some of this one jewelry, for example, it is drawn from inspiration from Sikkim, monasteries of Sikkim, and the skirts, the fanek from Manipur.
Okay.
So when there's a story, you know about it, so there is a huge demand. Then even drawing inspiration from Kamakhya, some jewelry has been drawn up. So maybe in future we can take it as a temple jewelry.
Okay.
South India's temple jewelry has caught on in such a way. So why not? There could be various other scope. It's too early to say as to what we are going to do, but then the scope is unlimited.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.